This podcast contains adult language and crude humor. Listener discretion is advised.
You've probably already heard, but Ozzy Osbourne passed away this past week. And we haven't really talked about it much on the show, but we are big fans of his here on TB. And personally, I love his connection to WoW. I don't know if he ever actually played or if they just paid him, but remember that WoW TV commercial he did? You know the one.
I'm Ozzy Osbourne, and I'm the Prince of Darkness.
Thrall's balls! They're everywhere!
Thrall's Balls, the World of Warcraft podcast with a dirty mind and a clean behind. Hosted by Boomy Nation, sometimes Craig, Gershom, Johnnie Tips, and Wooly. Holy fucking loud. Anyway, what's up, swingaz? From the TBHQ in the grizzly lands of Wisconsin, welcome to Thrall's Balls, episode number 194. I'm Wooly, the spooky-ooky blood elf shadow priest. Here with me today is Johnnie Tips, the debonair dark iron demonology warlock. Craig is still super part-time. Boomy is still on his, take care of real life stuff. And Gershom's just plain not feeling great today. So everybody throw up throw up hearts for Gershom. Do it.
Hearts away,
Johnnie.
folks.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling pretty swanky these days, and but for a solid point, obviously, rip Ozzy, rest in peace.
That is
literally grip on
hard.
Sabbath. So like, it's a very much it's a sad day in the Grizzly Hills, you know.
It is indeed.
But
that fucking commercial is timeless.
It's goated. Yeah, no, it's like. I almost got me playing WoW back as a kid, and the only reason I didn't play it because I couldn't afford it. So
I'm pretty sure I was already playing. Because I think that may have been like a 2008 advertisement. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, I was in college. I was like, I don't even think I was playing video games at that time. It's an interesting part of my life. I was very like not into gaming at all at that time, and it was very it would be the last thing you would see me doing that time frame. And look at me now.
And here you are. I am so sorry I contributed to the what's the word I'm looking for? Decline in your life, I guess.
No, it's a good thing. Who says it's decline?
Hey.
You don't know me. You don't know why. You don't know me.
You don't know me. Where I come from. What I've been through.
Thank you for getting that.
You don't know me.
But yeah, what you been doing with WoW this week, man? What's besides your vigil, you know?
Yeah, well, I came to an unsettling conclusion in regards to $underpin to get Let Me Solo him. I am 655 on my Shadow Priest, so I went to go do that and quickly realized that the big difference from to ? Is he spawns a lot more of his buddies, which means I have to move around a lot more, which means Angelic Feather doesn't do all that much, so I feel kind of wheelchaired. So I dusted off my Blood Elf Demon Hunter on Thrall, not to be confused with Felswick on Proudmoore, but I dusted him off. He's level 80. He's 605 or whatever, or he was when I started. So I have been trying to furiously level him up so that I can use his speed and, let's face it, insane Demon Hunter's damage to perhaps get that bitch down. I might continue with a Demon Hunter as an alt, because fucking hell, it's fun. Also, as it has been in the rumor mill, maybe we get Void Elf Demon Hunters sooner rather than later. Maybe.
Oh, please, God, yes. I'm so ready. My body is ready for that. I will probably main swap if that happens. If there's a new spec, that is. If there's actually a new spec, I'm totally main swapping from Warlock to go play that, if that's the case, because that sounds way too fucking cool. It is not
going to be a new spec. I
don't think it'll come out. If they do a new spec, it won't be with this patch. It'll be in the 0.5, if they do one. I don't think they will, but if they did, that's when they would do it. You know what I mean? It's not going to be...
Well, I don't think Void Elf Demon Hunters are going to be a thing in this patch either. It's
exactly,
either 2.5 or 2.7.
I concur, yes. Yes.
But anyway, I also renamed my Demon Hunter. His name was Seabat before, C the letter, and then Bat. Kind of a reference, because I saw on TikTok, like, I don't know, a year or two ago, this guy had posted on Reddit, and somehow the story made its way to TikTok and blew up, where... No, he didn't post. His girlfriend posted, I think, because she hated the music that he insisted they bang to. And it was this god-awful song called Seabat by Hudson Mohawk. And it's so ass-backwards bland and weird and creepy that it was a sound effect used in a Workaholics episode.
Of course it was. Of course it would be. I can see it now.
So apparently he would thrust in time with boop, 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 boop. So I changed Seabat's name to Iritis, which was taken on Thrall, so I had to write Iritis with 2 S's. Son of a bitch. But also, I kept on with the treasure goblins to get whatever transmog suits I would be sad if I didn't get before they go away. So I think I've got all the ones I want. I got Druid, Priest, obviously, Demon Hunter, yeah.
You get the monk
There was one more. Paladin, I got Paladin. I did not get Monk. I may have enough shards left, but that's the only one that I want that I haven't gotten. Everything else, I could just take it or leave it. But I also went and attempted some mounts this week. Still no sight of Experiment 12B. Considering the event ends soon, I might have to just branch into a bunch of different alts so I can make the most of this past bit here. Because I want that fucking mount. But I did get out of Dragon Soul the other mount from Madness of Deathwing. I got Lifebinder's Handmaiden. So that's exciting.
Nice.
Other than that, I believe I didn't do very much. Just delves and that. And yeah. How about yourself?
I got 3K rating with the help of the Mythic Dungeon League.
Hell yeah.
And I got Resilient 12s somehow. So that was a nice little topper, the icing of the cake on that one.
Did you out damage Scrap?
You know what's funny? I actually did. What is it? One of the keys. I felt so bad. I was like, oh no. I didn't even look. I didn't even know until someone told me after. I think it was Frank. He was like, oh yeah. I was like worried that I was doing really bad because I haven't done a key like this ever since like BFA, I think, time. So like end of BFA timeline, you know.
What level was the key?
The one I did was
around the same time.
The one I did was Scrap. I think it was like a 12. I think.
Okay.
It wasn't horrible, but we did like a 14 last night. We did like a 14, and then we did like a 13 and like a 12. And
fun.
I got a bunch of 13, a couple few 13s, and the rest 12. So now I don't have to worry about depleting keys for a week. What?
Rock
I got
on,
a
man.
week where I can't deplete any key, so maybe I'll just throw my key out there next week and have everyone run my key that wants to get guaranteed no depletion keys.
You know, I've never played with one of those.
I haven't
'Cause
either. I literally got it the last week you could possibly get it, where it's kind of pointless. So, but I
I
wanted
don't
the
think
mount,
I've even.
and I want the achievement, and it was nice. It was. I was very appreciative of what they did, and they really went out of their way to kind of help me out, and they are very. Everyone was always very like open and kind of like, oh, like as long as you logged in at a certain time of night, they were like all around mostly for the most part, and everyone was very cordial and very nice for the most part, and they didn't really have any not super toxic. I had like one or two bad keys that went through, but some of it was my fault from dying, or whoever the person's key was that they were pugging with was like BSing the way through, maybe. But I mean, I was holding some slack, I wasn't like getting fully carried, I didn't feel like I was getting dragged in the mud, I wasn't corpse walking my way through the key, though I think Motherlode's my least favorite key ever. So
it wouldn't be so bad if you didn't have to kick that fucking bomb.
that would honestly, that's not even the one that I hate the most. I don't like
the pig thing.
No, that's different dungeon. It's the trash.
Shit, that is a different dungeon.
Leading up to the last boss. It's all the mines, and all the walking like fixate mines and the end part of the dungeon.
Oh,
I despise that entire section of the dungeon. Like anything after the third boss, I'm just like, fuck this shit. I'm out. Like this is fucking bullshit. Like
Supercaster unfriendly.
Yeah, it was. And Theater Pain's always annoying too, but like I don't know. I've got a soft spot for that dungeon in the last couple years, and I only despise Gorchop and the last boss pretty much on that one. The caster bosses and whatever now, I actually like the new one more than the old one. The old one was way worse. I hate the animation for the soul separation thing they used to have that you'd have to go do, and it was hard to see sometimes if you didn't have your graphics tuned a certain way. And in the old version, the old Shadowlands version. But
I also never did a ton of Shadowlands dungeons.
Yeah, there were some good dungeons in Shadowlands. Like now, everyone's gonna hate me, but my favorite dungeon in Shadowlands was Sanguine Depths. That was my favorite one, but only because I love the aesthetic, not because of the actual mechanics or the dungeon itself. The dungeon mechanics in that dungeon could go die in a fire. I will forever hate that second boss, where you have to like be in melee and range. You have to like be spaced out exactly, and it was super annoying. And
I can't pretend to know which boss you're talking about.
It was like the quote unquote jailer boss, but it wasn't like the jailer from Shadowlands. The jailer, it was like a jailer in that dungeon that was like, he like patrolled around this fucking giant circle corridor that you would go through and pull all these statues. Okay. And you'd have to and they would the statues would come alive, and you had to kill the statues and shit. And it was horrible. But anyway, other than that, 3K got 12s. I really liked the there was something else. Oh, I got my Xiaohao mount from playing Classic.
Hey,
I got leveled the monk to like level 10 or whatever.
I started doing that, and then I'm like, I'm moving so slow, and there's other things I want to do. This is pissing me off, so I just logged.
It's only like 12 levels, I think, by the time I was done from doing the quest. It's like 10 or 12 levels, and it goes by pretty fast once you get to a certain point. But at the very beginning, the first like 5 levels, it's like, oh god. Especially when they start having you walk across the whole fucking island to go do shit.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Does it have to be a monk?
I don't know. I think it has to be a Pandaren.
Well, it definitely has to be a Pandaren.
Yeah, I think it has to be a Pandaren. I don't know if it has to be a monk. I did monk because nostalgia, but
Sure.
I don't know if it has to be a monk or not. I think it just has to be a Pandaren, I believe.
Fair.
Yeah, because as long as you're in the Pandaren starting zone, it's just you going through those quests, you know? So that's the main part. I just didn't monk because why not? And but after thinking back on it, when you get to pro tip, do not pick Brewmaster when you finally get to the point where you can pick your specialization at level 10 or whatever, or is it like whatever level it ends up being. Don't pick Brewmaster because the only extra ability you get is Dizzying Haze and Keg Smash. But the problem is that you don't have any self-healing yet. The spheres are shitty, and you just end up dying. The mobs hit really hard with the gear they give you, and you're better off just doing more damage as Windwalker, in my opinion. But unless you want to like kite a shit to the mobs with the Dizzying Haze and like walk forever by rolling, which you can do, but you'll be there for a long time because anyway. Other than that, I got the Blackrock Foundry mount, but I don't remember if I said that last week.
I think you did.
But yeah, that's the only mount I've gotten. I went and got a bunch of appearances for. Oh, I got the Narius mount. I finally got the Goblin.
There you go.
Finally got the Narius mount, the Treasure Goblins, and I got a shit ton of appearances for the crystals, of course, the Hellfire crystal things they give you, the shards.
Oh yeah.
For the event, I got Monk, Demon Hunter, Warrior, Mage, Warlock, Priest, and I was gonna get either Rogue or Death Knight, I think is the other one.
I'd get the Rogue one. I think it looks better than the Death Knight one. The Death Knight one looks honestly a little boring to me.
Yeah, I did too. I just kind of wanted the headpiece, honestly. That was like the only thing I wanted from that one. If I have extra shards, maybe I'll get it at the end. If I have time, if I get enough shards to get them all, I'll just get all of them. But
I did get the Evoker one.
The Rogue one? Yeah, I'll probably get that one. That would look pretty sick.
Evoker. I went and got
the Evoker one. I don't have an Evoker. I never really got into that. Although I have one. But I don't even think I even got to max level back in Dragonflight on it. I don't even think.
Mine is still 70 from Dragonflight.
Yeah, me too. I think mine's still like 60 something or whatever. I don't even think it's 70. I don't even remember. I did not like playing Evoker. I did not like that class. I didn't like it.
I was just really bad at it.
Yeah, I'm sure I could get good at it, but like I was just like, I didn't care for it. I didn't like because I don't like things that use abilities that like move my character to a different spot unless it's intentional. And I feel like a lot of their abilities, all the deep breath and the cast bars with them, I didn't really care for that. I feel like those could be used in a certain way really well. I just don't think they are used really well with Evoker, in my opinion. But that's me.
I didn't like the idea of being in a different spot from when I start the cast like that.
Yeah.
But I do believe Devastation, at least. I don't remember if it was a talent or just a regular old spell, but you cast that deep breath again and you go right back where you were. You pop back.
Oh, they added like a talent though, but I bet it's not.
I think so.
You have to I bet you have to go like out of the way or whatever for it. I'd have to look into it, but I'd be willing to try it again at some point. But it's just like Rogue and Evoker are like Druid are like three classes I never really got into. Like those are like I'd rather play a Shaman, you know, like at that point. Yeah, I don't know. I just
yeah.
I just wish I also felt like, why wasn't there a tank spec that wears mail? Why don't we have that? Why can't we have a male wearing tank? And I just thought it was a spit in the face to make a support spec with that class and not Hunter. I don't know. I have a lot of feelings about it. I don't know.
The ZDPS does not work in WoW. It was a failed experiment. Rework AUG into a tank spec. Just do it.
The problem with doing that is that there's too much utility in the class tree because they'll just be better than every other tank. That's the main problem. They would have to rework the whole evoker tree. You know what I mean? To make that one spec, and they're just, I don't think they're gonna do it. That's why I was very upset about it. I was just like very like annoyed. They literally had all the cool tools to make a Black Dragonflight tank. Like literally, literally, they could have even made an old legendary from Legion to fit it for the artifact for Legion remix to make it like, oh, it's part of Deathwing's like Goblin armor that was putting them in Deep Hole, or like a shard from, there's so many different things they could have done. They could have given them like another Titan tool that was lost in the labs of Avarice or whatever. Like who knows? There's so many cool things they could have done.
I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility for it to still happen. I don't think it's likely, but the thing is, it would not be the first time they've reworked a class's talent tree to accommodate a change in spec.
Survival, right?
Well, yeah, but I was thinking way back, because it wasn't class talents versus spec talents. It was just,
talents, that's it, yeah.
One talent tree. But in Cataclysm, when they split Feral into 2 different specs, that required a certain amount of rework. So maybe prune's bad buzzword, taboo. Maybe like rework it, remove or lessen some of the utility that it would bring, and just rework Og. Make it a tank spec. I think it's worth it to do that and have to redo the whole thing than just having a dead spec sitting in the game.
Right. Exactly.
And that's what it is. It's a dead spec. Nobody plays it for good reason.
And they keep trying to tune it a little bit here and there, and it's just kind of frustrating now. And I don't know. I have a lot of feelings about it. It's like, I don't know. I like the idea of like being able, if you're not great at your class, being able to like help your friends out, but then they fix that with the freaking 1-button rotation, kind of, right? So it's like if you're having people in your group that you don't like are less skilled than other people in your group, and you're just going for like AOTC or normal mode, who gives a shit anymore? You know what I mean? Like there's no point in like yeah, it's all like if you personally want to improve your damage, then you're gonna put the extra effort in to figure out your class and do your own thing, right? Like if you have the time to put in, that's what you're gonna do, right? But like if you're someone who doesn't have the time, but you still want to socially like have fun with your friends in this game, that's why I like the 1-button rotation and the rotation helper, because for people that are like that, they can just turn that on, and now we don't have to build a whole spec for just those people. And now those people can still play the class they aesthetically like, and they still get to help their friends out, right? So I feel like it's a win-win in my eyes, right? From my point of view. And that's why I was really, I don't know, I've turned around, like I used to hate the 1-button rotation idea, and I started thinking about it some more, and think about, got me thinking about that, and that got me thinking, that was a good idea. So anyway, drink of the week, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. I had the wild hair to look up who is the biggest fish in a small pond as far as augment evoker. I wanted to find whoever has the highest Mythic Plus score on Raider.io and shout them out. How would you like to look that up while I play the bumper? You on it? You want to do that?
I'm already on it.
Fuck yeah. All right. Next drink of the week. Fuck yeah. Here we go. It's time for the mixed drink of the week. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! It's the mixed drink of the week, and before we get into it, I just want to remind everybody to please only partake of the mixed drink of the week, or any substance for that matter, if you're of legal age or legal whatever to do so. Furthermore, we're not responsible for any stupid shit that may befall you as a result of your own stupid shit. All right, so I am also going to point out something here. Gershom let us know in our chat a little bit ago, and I forgot to mention it. She managed to get the OG Karazhan horse mount. So, awesome. Congrats to our friend. Yay!
Midnight for midnight.
Okay, so you put a screenshot here.
Yes, I did.
Are those the only 2 people who are playing it?
No. Those are the
That
top
would be
2.
funny.
That's rank 1 and 2. That's rank 1 and 2 for all regions.
Okay, so the world's highest Mythic Plus score on an augmentation evoker is held by Shoe Dragon, whatever, on BlackRock EU. And the NA number 1 also happens to be number 2 in the world, but he's playing that Dirty Alliance faction. Pi Torture on Illidan. Because of course he's on fucking Illidan. That's where all the sweats play. Anyways, we have been going through what we are calling current events in the game and making drinks out of them. I'm up this week and I made the Treasure Goblin. Now, I gave them a hint before, earlier today, actually, what the drink is, and the hint was that it is a drinking game. So I'm going to read out the guess Gershom had here because it's not what the drink is, but it would be hella fun to play. So, in regard to the Greedy Emissary event as a whole, she says, spin to represent a random spot where the event could happen. And essentially what that means is when you land on that spot, you drink what's there. So Isle of Dorn is tequila, Ringing Deeps, Jaeger, Ajkahet, Malort. Ajkahet would absolutely be Malort. That is perfect. Halifal is Cyclone? Did I say that right? Rum. And Undermine is Goldschlager. So you slam that then into the mixture of your choice. It's not that, but that is a great guess because it sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it does sound pretty fun.
Now, I wonder if you would do that like until every alcohol is off the board, like you go in a circle. I don't know. Anyway, Johnny, what is your guess?
I have 2 guesses. I was originally going to say like actual drink, and then I had another guess for the actual game. But it's actually all one thing. So my idea was simple cocktail of vodka, Midori, and sweet and sour of some kind. And then that was the actual drink. And what I was gonna do is you take a string and you tie it to some gold wrapped chocolates, like edible ones, and you throw that at the bottom of your drink. And then as you drink, someone pulls the string with the coins out of it while you're trying to get to it as you're taking the shot. And you have to like catch the coins with your teeth as you're drinking to get the chocolate coins.
That sounds like a goblin bachelor party. Then they turn around and just give a big old spank to a Lil Gabita stripper. And then promptly get kicked out because you are not supposed to touch the dancer.
No touching.
Okay?
No touching.
Don't do that. Not only is it against the rules, it is very disrespectful. Fuck you.
Yes, it is.
You treat those strippers with respect. And I'm being serious too. That's the thing. Anyway,
they working. They say a date.
They're doing a job. They are offering a service that you are there paying for. So be nice to them.
Yeah, you're a customer, not their boyfriend. Okay.
Also, they don't love you. They have not fallen in love with you.
Don't delude yourselves. Yeah.
Anyway. You ready to hear what's actually in the drink and therefore the drinking game?
Yeah.
All right. So, it uses a deck of cards, right? So somebody deals, everybody gets 5 cards, and then you put the rest of them face down in the middle, like the normal deck.
Yeah.
And everybody puts down, face down, what the highest card in their hand is. And you can draw a new card after you do that, whatever. Once everyone's cards are down, you flip them over, and you want to have the highest card. Whoever has the lowest card adds an affix to their drink. But what's the drink? We start off with a simple rum and Coke. That's all what you start with. Coke with a shot of rum in it. However, you go around and around, and low card always has to add the affix to their drink, and I'll expand on that in a second. Since there's a limit of putting 6 affixes onto the treasure goblins in the game, I limited it to the first 6 on the list. So affix 1 is just a regular old edition of a pixie stick. You know, fun and lighthearted. That is for the Arcane elixir. Then there's the Blistering. Small splash of fireball into the drink. Connected, add a shot of rum. Cursing, this is a fun one. You can only speak in utter nonsense until the game is finished. As in, like, once you have added that to your drink, every time you speak, you can only sound like Thipalatumpa Kethapatabushta. I am Groot. You know, that whole thing.
Yeah.
Then there's deafening. After every sip, you have to go, wait. I don't know what that yelp I made first was. And if you don't do that and someone calls you on it, you gotta take a shot. And then the final affix, and this is why you do not want to lose, is rallying. In the game, that's where they drop the pissed off cows, the secret cow level reference. In this, you get that affix, you have to add a shot of milk to your drink. So, yeah, now that makes for kind of a short game. So you do as many rounds as you need to until there's only one person left standing. And they are the winner of Treasure Goblin. And hopefully everybody's good and fucked up. That's it. That's the drink.
I like it. That's pretty,
I want to play it, but I don't think I'm ever going to get a chance to.
Yeah, that's going to be, that's a tough one. Just save it for next time you have folks over, and then or if you're out, like, yeah, I don't know how you're going to pull that one off because...
I know exactly when I'm going to get to play this.
TBCon?
No. End of September, I'm going to be on Anna Maria Island in Florida for a friend's wedding.
Oh, yeah. You're going to have oh, yes.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, yes. That's a good time right there. The only hard part is going to be finding an ABC liquor close enough that you can stow away.
Shit. That's right. God damn it.
Just do it on the way in. Like when you're coming from, like, whatever port of call you're coming from, you know, like whether it's Orlando or Fort Lauderdale or Miami or whatever, like whatever.
So first we're landing in Orlando, then we have a layover. Well, not so much a layover, a connection, which will take us to Sarasota.
Oh, Sarasota has plenty of those. You can, SRQ, whatever. You can. There's plenty of spots nearby you can go to because the college campus is right there. There's a couple colleges right there. It's a little college town at the airport. So you can literally go around the corner like a block or two away from there.
And that's how I found out Johnnie knows Florida.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, that was my old party ground, bro. That was 20 years ago? Fuck yeah, damn, dude. Bro. That was the shit. That was fucking... Hell yeah. Shout out to the fucking new college kids out there. Hell yeah. They're fucking the best.
Dude, I miss being college age. There's so much shit
it was so long
get away with.
It was so long ago.
I'm 35. Let's say 18. Good God, that was 17 years ago. Oh my fucking God.
I think I was 2006. So 19 years ago? Well, start of college, so like...
We're closer and closer to the grave with every inhale and every exhale. Anyway, that's the Treasure Goblin. It's Sounds like so much fun, and I really want to play it. Next week, Gershom is up. I don't think she has picked a drink to do yet, so she's going to let us know during the week. Let's move on to the WoW news, shall we? I said, shall we?
Yeah. Did I send you off?
Get back!
Oh, shit, no. I didn't get sent off because I've been just... I enjoyed today's drink as just a regular rum and coke. I didn't, like, put any affixes in it, and I already drank it.
No affixes?
But you would have to send me off anyway.
Over the lips, through the gums. Look out, asshole.
Oh, I pooped my pants.
Oops. Rip. That's a...
Time for WoW News. Motherfuckers.
I pooped my pants. Time for the WoW news. Okay, so, I'm honestly shocked this wasn't already a thing, but apparently it was not. Blizzard went and put what I understand to be the complete World of Warcraft soundtrack up onto various music streaming platforms. So if you are a Spotify user, which is the majority of our audience, or an Apple Music listener person, they're up there for you. Either way, it's pretty cool. If they didn't have this before, I'm surprised they didn't have it before, but no more fiddling with random fucking YouTube playlists or whatever. Huzzah! And then speaking of playlists, as well as YouTube, I suppose, they have put out a 3-hour mix on YouTube that they're calling Zen of Pandaria, and it's not so much a mop soundtrack as it is mop-inspired, soothing, peaceful music, and, like, there's sounds and shit. So, like, you put that up, and, I don't know, turn your regular WoW background sound music, rather, off and listen to that instead. I don't know, whatever you want to do with it. Snap one off? Go for it. It's your dick. Anyway.
Zen your dick.
Zen your dick. Make your dick peaceful.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think we have a show title. Zen Your D.
Yeah.
You wanna tell us about that next bit of news? Speaking of mop.
Well, Arcane blessed us with another great trailer for classic Mr. Pandaria and Pandaria. It's fully rendered. It's fucking badass. Shaw everywhere, infested landscape. You get a shot of anger. You got a shot of him already. And then Lore Walker Cho. Voice is over with. What if we could go back? Not as we are now, but as we were. And then they beat up some invading Klaxi. Pretty dope. I fucking love it. It's great. Go check out Mob Classic. It is out now. And the raid comes out pretty soon, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the cool mount that I got already, you only got a couple days left.
Oh, right.
Yeah. The 30th. Fucking, if you're going to do it, bro, better go do it now. You got like 3 days, 2 days actually, because on the 30th it's over. So you got really to the 29th. The end of the 29th before the 30th reset, you know?
See, I don't know if I want it bad enough to take the time to do that.
Dude, I was able to do it in a single sitting. Like, I was able to do it in like 4 hours.
Look at this guy. He has a spare 3 hours.
I mean, I got more than a spare 3 hours, but I like sleeping too. So, I mean, it's like, I'm also childless, so it's not like I don't have to worry about it.
I was going to say, cries and parent.
Yeah. I'm enjoying my time while I got it, okay?
No, Mischief is absolutely worth every bit of free time I had to sacrifice to be a dad. Seriously.
Yeah,
every
of course.
little bit.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I get it, Obviously, if you're a dad, obviously, it's like, I would say 2, maybe 3 sittings, you can do it all real quickly. It's just the opening zone. It's not like, it's equivalent to you trying to do a trial account and level a druid for the first, like with somebody like that wants to play druid for the first time, right? It's a few hours, you jump in there, and it's a pretty straightforward quest line. There's a couple, like it's older, so it's got kind of it's that older vibe. 'Cause you gotta walk everywhere, so you can't go zoom, zoom, zoom. But it is pretty fast on a monk though, because you can
totally
roll.
different.
Rolling does help. Or
What
you
level
go
do you
shaman.
get that?
I forget. You get roll like immediately, bro. Like level 2 or 3.
I know you
really
don't.
Quick.
I know it's not 1 or 2. That's for sure.
It's like one of the first abilities you get. It's like literally you get Tiger Palm, like literally after you get your first level or second level, and then like level like 4 or 6 you get roll and like blackout kick. Yeah, because 7's
Well,
blackout
maybe
kick.
I'll do it anyway.
Yeah, what level do you get roll? This classic. Let's see. I could just probably log on to my freaking tune and see. Level 5.
Level 5.
Yeah, so
That's
like
not so bad.
It's really, but it's only roll. You don't get talents or torpedo. And if you do it on a monk, definitely go Windwalker. It was way easier to do as Windwalker than it was for Brewmaster because, yeah.
I don't know a whole lot about that vengeance mechanic. Is that playing a role in the trouble you were having?
It was I fucking love tanking in this area. I know all about it. So basically, the more damage you take, the more damage you do is what it breaks down to. And so back in the Wiz Classic, back in the day, I remember people would play like Paladin and like other shield wearing tanks, and then they would sit and have the boss hit them from the back to crit them on purpose, so they would get hit harder, so they would get the vengeance super fucking high, and then they would one-shot mobs with them. I know, like, shit, I remember on Siege of Orgrimmar, I would play my monk, and I would use Zen Med during the slammy phase when Garrosh gets all mad and old gaudy, and you're like in the old god realm in the intermission type phases when it can transport you to like the temple of the Jade Serpent, and there's like little shaw bubbles everywhere you guys soak, and then he's at the end of the corridor and he's like doing these big cleave smashes. Well, if you can Zen Med right through one of those, and then you just fucking do a keg smash into the shit ton of damage. Same thing on Malkorok. You can do all kinds of crazy shit with that back, especially if you have the gear for it. You would just smack fucking Agi and just go keg smash in the face for bajillions of damage. It was great. I fucking loved it. Like if I was going to play Miss Classic, I would play a tank. And it was like my favorite time ever playing a tank. Now the drawback was obviously you're in a pug and you have a tank that's like trying to pull off a high vengeance mechanic, and they're getting like half one shot from a boss because they don't know how to pull it off. And then you also have dot snapshotting with like feral and warlocks and shit like that, to where, you know, like the Lei Shen trinket that gives you infinite crit, 100% crit strike for like 3 or 4 seconds. If you put a dot up while you had that buff up, a 2-minute dot like Doom, that you get an imp every time it crits, you're gonna get infinite imps. And they're just gonna keep spawning imps for 2 whole minutes on however many targets you can get in that 3-second window. And I'm sure everyone was doing it. It was great. It was a glorious time for warlocks. I fucking loved it. They probably fixed it now where it doesn't really interact that way anymore, but it's Miss Classic, so we'll see. We won't know.
Hashtag no changes.
Hashtag no changes, yeah, exactly.
I mean, you sound pretty passionate about Mop for someone who's not going to play it. Just play it, man.
I got time, but I don't got that kind of time because the new raid's coming out. I don't have a classic raid. I don't have a classic group I'm playing with. I'm not gonna quit. I want to see the raid. I want to see the new, like, Arcane, like Metaforge Omega. You know?
Yeah, man. I mean, I could not be more stoked for that. But yeah, you're right. You're right. That does kind of limit
played
things.
classic. I played Mr. Bendaria. It was my first expansion. I played that shit nonstop all day, every day. I had 6 or 7 tunes max level geared to the teeth, like back in Mop days, which was a lot more difficult than it is now. And That's when I was like no life yet, right? So when I was first started playing the game.
Look how far the mop baby has come.
Technically, I started playing Kata, so I'm technically a Kata baby.
Oh.
But it was like the end of Kata. It was like hour of twilight time was the time I joined.
I mean, I started playing BC in January of 2008, and then Wrath came out in November that year. So
it was like June 2012, I think, or I started playing. It was like June 2012.
I don't remember what month. Didn't MOP come out in 2013?
It came out in 2012. It was September.
Oh, okay.
It was September 2012, and I
then.
joined June. So like I didn't even know MOP was coming out when I joined the game. I only knew about Cataclysm and like Deathwing and shit. I had no fucking clue about anything. All I knew is my brother wanted to recruit a friend for the X-Tori mount at the time. And I was like, sure, I'll help you. It's a free trial. What can go wrong? And I only had to buy 2 months of time or whatever, or 30 days or whatever the fuck it was at the time. They'll give him the full bonus for the recruiter friends. I was like, sure. So I got hooked. I mean, obviously, I got hooked, right? I mean,
that 300% experience gain probably didn't hurt.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, especially back then.
I abused the fuck out of that back in the day.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, and the thing is, I didn't play Warlock back then. I was playing Paladin and Mage. I was a Tauren Druid and a Tauren Paladin and a Dwarf Night Elf Druid. Night Elf Druid, Tauren Paladin, and then I had a Gnome Mage. And then I eventually swapped over and did the gnome. My warlock was originally a gnome, by the way. A female gnome warlock.
My warlock has been a gnome in the past.
I've changed it a lot over the years. It was a worgen for a while. It was orc for a while, and then it was dwarf. And then when Dark Iron came out, I fucking main swapped the fucking Dark Iron and never went back. So it's what I'd always wanted.
There is part of me that wishes I had preserved the originality of my 2 oldest characters, my Druid and my Warlock, Grasspaw and Vestin. Except neither of them are on their original server. One of them is not their original faction, and also neither of them are their original race, and one of them's not even their original name. So
wow.
So Grasspaw is now a Tauren feral druid on Thrall US. He used to be a night elf druid on Twisting Nether named Volfane. And I've actually decided Grasspaw is his surnames because so retcon. Anyways, we got away from things there, but
yeah, basically, if you're gonna try and do it, you can probably do it in 1 or 2 sittings, probably maybe 3, right? And you only got a couple days to do it, so if you really want to get it, it's your last chance. By the time you hear this, you got maybe a few out. You better jump on it right now and get it done if you're gonna do it. By the time you're listening to this episode on Tuesday, if you're online, stop what you're doing. Go if you really want this mount. If you can if you're like, well, mount's cool, but I don't like the dragon model or whatever, then whatever. Go keep farming ICC for Invincible or Acid of Alar, or actually it'd probably be too late for that too. Because isn't that ending the same day? On the 31st or whatever?
I do believe with the server reset.
Yeah, so by the time you listen to this, it'll already be the greedy goblin thing will be over, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, go get your things that you want, because who knows when and if. I mean, let's be real. They're probably going to put these transmogs on the trading post at some point in the future, but you don't know that for sure. So
right.
All right. Well, We are actually ahead of schedule for once here. I have a game I want us to play.
Sure.
And it's super duper simple, all right? It's just 20 questions.
Sure.
You get 20 questions to ask to find out who I'm thinking of. And I'm going to let you know right now, yes, it is a character from the game, but no, it's not them, like, beefing someone's mom or getting fisted in the crotch by a pissed off kobold or something like that.
Getting
So it's
balled
just-
by Taronda.
Right. It's just the person as they are. So,
Right.
ask your questions, and you cannot... You get one attempt at an early guess. If you get that wrong, you have to go through all 20 questions. Okay?
Okay.
All right. What's your first question?
Is it a dude? Do they have tits?
No.
Do they hold? Do they have a famous weapon they hold?
No.
Do they have a name?
Yes.
Okay. Are they Alliance?
No.
Are they Horde?
No.
Cool. Okay. Are they anthropomorphic in nature?
You need to be a little more specific.
Are they like a druidic type? Like, can they change into an animal? Let's go that way. Different question. Can they morph into an animal?
I do believe this individual would be able to take on another form if they needed to.
Yeah,
but
whether
they
it's
do
another
not
it could be
regularly.
anything. Okay, cool. Are they undead?
No.
Okay. Can they fly?
Yes.
Shit. How many questions am I at yet?
That was number 8.
Thank you. Because I was not keeping track. I was like just spouting
Oh,
out.
I'm keeping track.
They cannot fly. They can morph into something else.
There is
are
no
they
indication. I need to clarify. There is no indication in the game that they ever have morphed into something else.
But theoretically, they could.
If they needed to, there is a specific.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they powerful?
Yes.
Okay. Are they young?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
That's super relative in that game, though. But I'm gonna say no.
I only ask because there's a couple different characters I'm thinking of, and one is like way older than the other one. I wanted to rule the other one out.
I'm actually gonna say unclear.
Do they appear
because
older? How about that?
Once I tell you who this is, you'll understand why I'm saying I cannot tell.
Okay.
I don't know where we are
Have
now,
they
so I'm gonna
died
say that
before?
was 10. They have died. They are dead.
They're dead right now.
Yes.
Okay. Are they voice acted in the game?
Yes.
Okay. Do they are they part of the current expansion storyline?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Not even close.
Were they the main character in any expansion?
No.
Okay. Have they been a boss in this game?
You mean in this expansion or in
No,
this game?
in this game, period. Like, were they ever a boss
Yes.
that we defeated?
Yes.
Okay. Were they corrupted to be made? When they died, was it because they were corrupted, or were they ever brought back from the dead?
No.
Okay, so they're dead. They theoretically could change into something. They can fly though, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do they have unnaturally colored eyes?
Yes.
Okay. Have they been bosses multiple times?
No.
They've only been a boss once. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, that kind of throws me for a loop. Alright. Do they have any sort of companion that's always with them?
No. You have 2 questions left, by the way.
Do we ever encounter them in a humanoid form?
No, never.
Okay. Do they drop a mount?
Yes. And that was your last question.
I'm gonna guess Nalik,
No.
the world boss. No? Okay, cool.
I will give you one more guess, and I will give you one hint.
Okay.
Let me think of the hint, though. I'll let you know that their loot does not come from clicking on their body, but from a box instead.
Spawn of Galacross?
No, man, it's Ultraxian.
Oh, Atraxia. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I was close to the dragon thing. I was close.
You were.
I was on the right track. For some reason, I was thinking of the other one. I was gonna think of was the what is it called? There was another Elegon. Was the other one I was thinking of?
Oh, yep, nope.
That was the other one I was thinking
Ultraxian.
of. But
I feel like they could have made some of these Twilight Dragons bigger characters than they were. Like, okay, Ruby Sanctum, Hallion only ever shows up in there. Never hear of him before, never hear of him after. Same with Ultraxian, same with the 2 at the beginning of
Bastion of Twilight.
The fuck is that right? Yeah, those 2. They
should have been Nyalotha.
This is true.
That's the only other time though I could think. Sorry.
No. What the hell was her name? Vexiona.
Yeah, Vexiona. Yeah.
Yeah. So I also feel like it was a missed opportunity in Dragonflight to not have them show up alongside like the Netherwing and all that stuff going on.
Right.
Because I mean, fucking Viranoth's like, I'll take in all the extras or whatever. You know, the fucking Hufflepuff of the fucking Warm Rest Accord.
Oh, man. Also,
yeah.
I have a fucking tinfoil hat theory. I think the last Titan cinematic is gonna end with fucking Odin ice breaking. And it's gonna show his eyeball opening. Or there's gonna be some cutscene between now and Last Titan that's gonna refer back to Odin being frozen in the Halls of Valor and getting released. I'm calling it now.
There has to be some reference to him at some point.
Yeah. Because I feel like,
up.
I think, you know what I think? I think Denathrius is the one that frees him.
That would be interesting. Although Denathrius is currently stuck inside a sword, isn't he?
That's what I'm saying. I bet somehow, through whatever MacGuffin story reason, right? He gets out of the sword, he's wielding the sword again, or maybe he's still in the sword and like someone else is wielding him. Maybe.
That would be a good echo of Xal'atath.
You know, and that's the other thing. He's like Cho'Gall in a sword. So you got Remordia and Denathrius in the sword, talking to yelling at each other, you know? I don't know. Just thought, who knows?
I want to see it. I want it. Anyway, final thoughts?
I mean, what I just said. That was my final thought. That was, yeah. Odin's gonna be in a cutscene. It's gonna happen.
Book it, episode 194. My final thought is a big congratulations to everybody who has gotten fun mounts from this event as it's been going on. They're there to those who've gotten jack shit, I guess. Anyway, we are going to go ahead and get on out of here. So go ahead and follow us in all the social media places. Reminder, you can always find the various proper spellings of these in the episode description, so just hop on down below and have a look. I am at Wooly08 on Twitter, Instagram, and Blue Sky, and at Wooly_08 on TikTok. Gershom is at Hunter Gershom on Twitter, and at Hunter Gershom, with 2 R's, on Instagram. Boomy is at Boomy Nation on Twitter and YouTube, pretty much any social media presence. Johnnie Tips is Johnnie.tips on Discord. I said it weird this time. And at Johnnie.tips on Instagram. And then, of course, Craig, our very part-time 5th co-host and show mascot, is at Craig Addict on Twitter. And the show is at Thrall's Balls Pod on Twitter and Instagram. So email us with any feedback or questions, thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com. You can also leave us feedback on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or even in a specialized reviews channel on our Discord. Go to thrallsballs.com to find our link tree. You'll find all our relevant links, including Discord, there. Anyway, that's going to do it for us. Bye. We love you. Be good.
Actually, the Lich King is Thrall's Balls!